Alright, what's up boys? Today we're going to be doing a video on the aerial preseason race. It was a test race. If you didn't know, PDSX and aerial recently combined, so now they're under the same name and they're going to be working together and helping each other out. There's still two separate series, but PDSX is now aerial North America, and then aerial is still aerial, just the EU. But yeah, this is the test race. I used to run a series with one of my buddies, so I know how important these test races are to running a series, just to get everything figured out and everything. So yeah, everybody was here for this. A lot of the big guys showed up. Nobody really missed it. I mean, there was a few guys who wasn't here, but for the most part, everybody was here. So this was like a real thing. You could find out where you are against everybody and see how good you're looking for the season. This is quali right here. I just set a banker lap and I just ran a 49.4, which is an alright time. Right here is the full lap of my fastest time of quali, which I think I got a 48.9, I believe. But yeah, you go triple double there. You can go inside and go double triple, but I think going outside and going triple double is a bit quicker. Reel these whoops. Try to egg pex these 290s, carry as much speed as possible, and obviously you want to stay super low on this Supercross triple. Here, this rhythm section is tricky because everything's so small. You have to go double, triple, triple, but the double, triple are pretty tiny, so you have to time it right. Here you just go triple, 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 single, or double out, I guess. Triple, 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 double, and then grab the Supercross triple before the finish and stay inside, try to apex the corner and come across the line, and yeah, that was a 48.9. So yeah, here's the results from quali. I think I got 5th overall. I was in heat 1, 3rd in my heat, and just looking at that, I'm pretty sure I got 5th or 4th overall. But yeah, here's heat 1, and I'm not the best starter. I never usually get good starts, and you're about to see I get one of my first ever good starts in Supercross, especially in Supercross. I'm not a good starter, but yeah, you're about to see I get a really good jump and gate drops, and yeah, if you look around me, there's nobody by me. I have the track all to myself, got a great jump, and I just outbrake myself. I think I was just a bit excited to get the whole shot and try to push too hard into the corner. Yeah, this heat race did not go well at all. I couldn't stop crashing. Yeah, I was just kind of gooning out. I don't know. In public races, I always bark. I can stay pretty consistent, go pretty quick, but I don't know. For some reason, in this race, I just couldn't stay up. I think it might come down to I might be a little bit uncomfortable on the Honda. Yep, as you can see, I was just about to say, it seems a bit front tucky. And even as I was getting back up there, it kind of wanted to front tuck again. You can see I go down again. It's just a bit heavy. It's a really consistent bike, especially through the whoops. It's a great bike. But I have been playing this game on the Cowie since I got the game, and so I'm just really comfortable on it. And so switching to a new bike like this is really uncomfortable for me. Especially the Honda, it's like the exact opposite of the Cowie. It's heavier, not as much horsepower, it handles way different. I will say though, I think the suspension is better, but oh, right here is just a brain fart. I looked down at the bottom left there to see if I was up on my time or not. Just went right into the tough blocks. I've been finding that the main reason why I crashed in Supercross is the tough blocks. Yeah. Here I was already pretty mad, pretty frustrated. I was behind Willie. He's pretty quick, but I just wanted to get around him, and I made an aggressive pass. I don't know if I put him on the ground or not. And then, of course, go down here again. But we can just say that I purposely went down to wait up for him because I felt bad, not because I actually went down again. But yeah, it's the last lap now. In second, just bringing her home. It was not a good race at all. I crashed like 5 times that race. Didn't even get below a 50. Yeah, not very fun. As you can see here, Willie was not very happy with that move before the whoops. But I try to de-escalate it and just change topics. I think it worked. I think he got over. I mean, it's just a preseason heat race. I don't think it's the biggest deal in the world. But yeah, hopefully he's not too mad about that. So I'm sorry, Willie. But yeah, I try to just change topics. But unfortunately, they messed up, and the exports got messed up or something. They're running it through the MyMXB system now, which they didn't used to do. So the exports got messed up or something, and we had to run the heat race all over again, which is good for me. I was super excited about because I had a terrible first heat race. So yeah, in this one I just tried to repeat the start and kind of got the jump on everybody and just didn't make the same mistake twice. Pulled the whole shot and just kind of checked out from here. I didn't go down once or anything and just started clicking off laps. Trying consistent low 50s, which I know isn't the best race pace. My race pace would ideally be, oh, as you see somebody go over the bars there. My race pace would ideally be 49s every lap, but I'm not the most talented at Supercross, so for me to stay consistent, I really got to back my pace down. But yeah, nothing too eventful in this heat race. Got the whole shot, kind of just checked out, and I feel like this is definitely how the first race should have gone. But good thing we got a second shot and got the win in the heat race. And yeah, just clicked off laps. Yeah, with that heat race now over, we're gonna move on to the main event. And I got a really good gate. This is the gate that I wanted, was the far inside right here. As you can see, everybody's on Hondas now. I think it's people got tired of the Cowie and are trying to switch things up, and the Honda is really good with these new OEMs, so I don't blame people for wanting to switch to it. As you can see there, Chad Reed got disqualified, who was actually Willie, and he wasn't very happy with that after the race. I got a pretty good jump here. Keegan kind of got the better jump, but I cut under and pulled the whole shot, and was just trying to do the same thing I did in my heat race and check out. It definitely did not go that way. Just a little spoiler, the main event did not go my way at all. Yeah, it was really bad. And it's so weird because in public races I'll do so well. I can beat Move. I can't consistently beat Move, but I can hang with him and I can beat him. I'd say like 40 to 50% of the time I can beat him, and same with Hemi and Keegan and a lot of the good guys who are good at Supercross. I can consistently beat them in public races, but I don't know what it is about these organized races in Supercross, because I just can't put it together for some reason. Outdoors, I freaking did amazing. I don't know why I can't get it together for Supercross, but at least this is just a preseason race. This doesn't count for points or anything, and we can take a lesson learned here and try to learn from our mistakes and be better for A1, which is next week. And I will link the Discords below. You've got to sign up through MyMXB this year for NA and EU. As you can see, I had a brain fart and just went right into the tough block and tossed my lead right there. Like I said, tough blocks are usually the main reason why I crashed in Supercross. I think I just try to ride the edges of the track a bit too much because I'm kind of more of a motocross guy. But hopefully for A1 I will tone that down a bit and we can stay on two wheels. But yeah, like I was saying, you have to sign up through MyMXB this year for NA and EU. I can link the Discords down below to sign up for the races if you guys want to check them out. Yeah, this is basically the biggest series in the game. It's the top of the racing scene, if you will. But yeah, right here I'm just behind Ryan Rand, who's actually last year's AMS champion, the amateur series PDSX held. He actually won that championship. And yeah, he's not the, I mean, no disrespect to Ryan, he's not the quickest guy in the world, but what he is super, super consistent, and just doesn't really make any mistakes and doesn't really crash. So I'd say I was about a second a lap faster than him. So as you can see, I already got up to the back of him and it's wanting to pass him. But yep, just another brain fart case of that, and he starts pulling away again. So in outdoors, I don't know. In this situation, I would just keep calm and just catch right back up to him, and usually I would just want to wait behind him until he makes a mistake. But with Ryan Rand, you can't really do that, so because he doesn't really make mistakes. But anyways, like I was saying, in Supercross, I just can't really stay up for some reason. I think I just panic. I'm just not the most talented at it. It just doesn't come naturally to me. I'm not very comfortable with it. I can be quick with it. I'm always right around the top 3 in quali. I just can't find myself staying up very much, which really sucks because I still haven't even gotten my first podium in Supercross. I haven't even gotten my first podium in a preseason race like this. I mean, I've won. As you can see, I made a mistake, and Keegan went up my inside and put his hand up to tell me he was sorry for bumping into me there. But yeah, I've won 1,000 frickin' public races in Supercross, and sometimes we'll win by like 15, 20 seconds in public races. But I don't know, maybe I just gotta relax or something. But I'm planning on doing one of these videos for every round of the aerial Supercross. Maybe I'll do EU and NA, so a couple videos on EU, but I'm mainly going to be recording and focusing on the North American series, just because that's where I'm from, and the European series doesn't really work out with me because I have college. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a video on these. I'm planning on doing a video like this for every single race. So you'll hopefully get to see my progression in Supercross, and hopefully I can stop making these stupid mistakes that I keep making, because it's extremely frustrating to know that you have the pace and you have the consistency to run with the top guys, yet you just can't put it together in the race. It's super frustrating. The guy that you saw pass me a bit ago, Keegan, he actually, in my opinion, I mean, and I think Ryan can agree with this, Keegan would have been the AMS champion if he would have stayed in AMS, because he won like, I don't know, something like 6 races in a row or something like that. And eventually Keegan was going to move up anyways, but Chicken told him to move up as well. So I kind of ruined his shot at the amateur championship, as you see me get around Ryan Rand there. Just kind of had to force my way in there because I was kind of tired of sitting behind him. But yeah, like I was saying, Keegan is he's really quick. He went straight from AMS, and I was training him and getting him better at the game, and I think Keegan can agree to this, that I kind of helped him get really quick at the game, and he started winning as soon as he started working with me in AMS. And yeah, as soon as he moved up, it was like the third race in pros, or the second race in pros, he got like a podium or something like that. Before I got a podium, and it's just, oh, it's so frustrating in Supercross. I feel like I'm kind of like Reese in that way, where and again, no disrespect to Reese, but I think Reese can also agree that he's not the best at Supercross, but he's really good at outdoors. Same with Chicken. I guess just different areas of the game come differently to people. As you can see me get into a lapper there, I was really mad about that. It was JMX. He designs the skins for Bud Racing. He has a company called 80 Racewear, as I again run into the tough blocks. But yeah, 80 Racewear, their gear is actually pretty cool. I'm more of a fan of the replica gear, but it's really cool. A lot of teams have been doing their own custom gear lately. I know there's Valor, Royal, Prospect Designs has their own gear. And I know a couple other teams that are going to be doing their own custom gear this year, but I don't want to say anything just in case they don't want me to until Anaheim 1. But yeah, Anaheim 1 is going to be a day before the IRL Anaheim 1, so it's kind of cool. It's going to be like a little preview, as I make another mistake by running into a tough block and can't clear the Supercross triple. Just watching this main event back, it's just super painful to watch because, I don't know, I just keep making mistakes, man, and I don't know, it's just not fun to watch back. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the video even though I'm gooning out, but from my perspective, I'm hating watching this video. If you've seen some of my other videos, I used to do these GoPro videos of the outdoors, and yeah, I do much better in outdoors. I actually won the 250 PDMX championship, which is now Aerial NA, and my new career number is 7, as you can see in the top left corner. So that was really cool. I battled Evmoof the whole year. We were tied for, I don't know, like 6 rounds. We were within like 3 points of each other, and for like 3 rounds we were tied. It was crazy, because he is insanely quick. Back when I was first started getting into the game, around the start of last year's PDMX, or PDSX, Evmoof wasn't really the quickest guy. Don't get me wrong, he was way quicker than me, but he wasn't really the quickest guy. He was just a really consistent, just really consistent, kind of like Ryan Rand, but I'd say probably like a second quicker, 2 seconds quicker at that time. But now he's figured out the speed and he's kept his consistency, so he is probably the hardest guy that you can race against to beat in a championship. He's just, because you know, week in, week out, he's going to be getting podiums, top 5s. Like, you can't have a bad week. And in the 250 class, it's really easy to have a bad week because there's probably 12 guys that could win a race. At least in outdoors. Supercross, not so much, but outdoors, there's probably like 12, honestly, probably around 12 guys that could win a race. So, yeah, he's never going to have a bad weekend. He is always going to be up there. For his whole pro career, I think it was, he didn't finish outside the top 5 for like, what was it, 17 Supercross rounds, and then, I don't know, like 6 outdoor rounds? So, with like 23 straight rounds, he didn't finish once outside the top 5, which is absolutely crazy. So yeah, Evmoof is a absolute barker. He's gotten super quick since the start of PDSX last season. Like I said, he used to be just super consistent, but now he's found the speed with the consistency, and he is one scary dude. In my opinion, this year it's going to be him versus Hemi, Evmoof versus Hemi, and obviously Hemi is just like Evmoof, where he has the speed and the consistency. It's gonna be a really good title fight between them, in my opinion. Hopefully, I can get in there, get a couple wins, get a couple podiums, try to fight for the championship. But in all honesty, I'm not the most talented at Supercross, as you can see from this video, and I don't know if it's the most realistic expectation to expect to win the championship. However, outdoors next season, I fully expect myself to win that. But again, that'll probably be tough because I will probably have to face Hemi and Evmoof again. But yeah, as you can see in front of me, I'm 6 seconds back from Ryan. I'm just making mistake after mistake after mistake. But I'm only 16 seconds back from the leaders, which you'll see later on in the video that it does not remain at 16 seconds because it kind of fell apart halfway through this race. I guess it is already past halfway, but I guess in the later stages of this race I kind of start falling apart because I really wanted to catch Ryan and I was just pushing too hard, which you cannot do in Supercross. You cannot really try to push because it will just end badly. It will end with you in the tough blocks or on the ground. You really got to stay smooth as 2 lappers try to take each other out, and they end up taking me out. So you got to love lappers. I don't know, it's just frustrating because it seems like this race I just had the worst luck with lappers and everybody else. They were letting everybody else around very clean. You'll even see after the race somebody was like telling the lappers like, oh, great job getting out of the way. Well, I feel like every single one has crashed me, so I mean it's whatever. I know it's not their fault and they're riding their own races, but it is can be frustrating in the moment, I guess. As I keep struggling through that section just because you have to time it right. I think that's the other thing I'm bad at is just timing jumps, because Outdoors, most jumps, you can just kind of hold it pin and scrub really hard, whereas in Supercross, this is it. I hit the tough block, Cow, sorry, excuse me, runs into me and I have to back up over the face and I lose 13 frickin' seconds and another 4 from going over that finish line. Or probably even more than 4. But yeah, I lost like 3 or 4 positions from that. I'm not happy. You run into another tough block, making more mistakes, just not having the best of days here, boys. But yeah, there's Cocow letting me by, thank you for that. And now Van Meel and Keegan are in front of me. And Van Meel's actually really quick too. He's another one of those guys who's not really the fastest guy in the world, but is consistent. And he's kind of, I would compare him to Evmoof at the start of last year in PDSX, where he's not really the quickest guy, but super consistent. And outdoors, he was a big title threat for a while. I kind of turned it up in the last half of the outdoor season as I run into another frickin' tough block and crash again and lose another spot. Now I'm all the way back in 8th, I believe. Van has cuts, so I'm still technically in front of him, but I just went down, so I think he's going to get me on cuts now. So I'm just really mad and pushing as hard as I can, and yeah, this was just not a very fun race. I mean, the track is really good, and it's really, really good for racing because I think there's lots of opportunities to pass people here, as you can see Van and 3 Pumps get into it. I know there's some controversy about letting 3 Pumps race in this series, which I'm not going to take a side on that, but yeah, there's Van getting into 3 Pumps. But yeah, the race is coming down to the last couple minutes here. Or not even a couple minutes, couple laps here. I think there's probably like 2 laps to go. Still tripling in. The E-Road actually wasn't too bad on this track. I thought it would be worse, but the Salt Lake City E-Road on Salt Lake City 1 and Salt Lake City 2 is actually really good, and it's the best E-Road in the game, I feel like, and at least in Supercross. And I really, really hope that Stone Rider, who makes these tracks, is going to keep this E-Road because it is really, really good. I made another mistake there. I cased the Supercross triple, and I was surprised that Van didn't pass me there. But it actually looks like Van's pretty far behind, so I don't really know what happened to him. So it looks like I'm going to remain in 6th for now, but again, I run into a tough block. Actually, you know what? The perfect example for how I ride in organized races versus my public lobby races, if you go watch my last video, as I crash again, man, so frustrating. Like I said, I was just kind of falling apart and pushing too hard, which you really, really cannot do. You got to stay calm, got to stay focused, and after you crash, just refocus yourself and get back into the flow, which, like I said, I'm more of an outdoors guy where you can just frickin' push it and not really have to worry about running into tough blocks or anything. And I just like pushing all out and stuff. Yeah, in outdoors I can go a whole 30 minutes plus 2 laps without crashing. In fact, as Van gets around me because I make another mistake, at High Point in the outdoor season, I did 2 motos of 30 plus 2s and only crashed once. But in Supercross, it's what one 15-minute plus 1. And I can't stay up for more than like 2 laps. It's just, I don't know. It's very frustrating. But I'm gonna keep working, keep improving, and hopefully I can eliminate those mistakes in a week time for Anaheim 1, which I think I can, because like I was saying earlier, if you go watch my last video at Houston 3, it was a public lobby race. I don't think I crashed. I think maybe I crashed once, but I think it was from somebody crashing me. But on my own, I don't think I crashed once, and I stayed up the whole time. I was running a good pace, and I caught a lot of really, really good dudes and passed them as it's the last lap, and I try to take out Van for the lead. I mean, not for the lead. I did that a lot in outdoors. It was not. I took out Van a couple times for the lead. Yeah, no, that's not the lead. I was for 7th, but I ended up taking myself out and letting McCracken by. But yeah, there are some really, really good guys at Supercross compared to me. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, let me know and leave a comment down below, and thanks.